The UEFA Champions League match day 3 has finally come to an end. In this video, I am going to break down all the results of the games that took place on Wednesday. Remember, 9 games took place today, Wednesday, and out of those 9 games, Real Madrid won their game against Juventus 1-0. Bayern Munich won their game against Club Brugge 4-0. Liverpool finally returned to winning ways after defeating Frankfurt 5-1. Chelsea won their game against Ajax 5-1. Sporting CP defeated Olympique de Marseille. Galatasaray won their game against Bodo Glimt. And when you take a look at all of these games that took place today, discover that there was no game that took place today that someone would have really loved to miss, because I missed some of the moments. At the same time, I'm watching Bayern Munich game. At the same time, I'm switching to watch the Real Madrid game. At the same time, I'm rushing to go and watch the Chelsea game. At the same time, trying to watch the Liverpool game. How many masters am I going to save at the time? Because the UEFA Champions League games are games that no one would like to miss. Even if 10 games are going at the same moment, I'm telling you the truth, you would like to watch all of those 10 games. The UEFA Champions League games are very, very interesting. And now, let us start with the first game of the day. The first game that took place today was the game of Atletico Bilbao versus Karabakh and Galatasaray versus Bodo Glimt. These were the first 2 games that played in the afternoon. Atletico Bilbao finally won their first UEFA Champions League game of the season against Karabakh 3-1, and Galatasaray won their game against Bodo Glimt 3-1 also, where Victor Osimhen scored a brace. This is the reason why Galatasaray bought this guy to their club. Yes, they paid huge sums of money just to get Victor Osimhen. Galatasaray wanted Victor Osimhen at all costs. They did not care how much Napoli was going to ask for them. They wanted to get Victor Osimhen, and today the guy is scoring goals for fun. I can still remember some Premier League fans saying that Victor Osimhen said he was not going to reduce his salary. Victor Osimhen knows what he can do for a club, and in games like this that we all are seeing, he was the man of the match against Bodo Glimt. Liverpool UEFA Champions League match day 2, Victor Osimhen was also named man of the match. So the guy won 2 man of the match awards back to back in less than 1 month for Galatasaray. AS Monaco versus Tottenham ended 0-0. Atalanta versus Slavia Prague ended 0-0. Bayern Munich versus Club Brugge. Guys, if I'm being honest with you, I am tired of this Bayern Munich. I'm tired of Bayern Munich. I don't want to hear anything about Bayern Munich again. What is this? Is this football? Bayern Munich is the only team in Europe to have won all their games this season across all competitions. They won a game in the German Super Cup. They have won all the 7 Bundesliga games, and they have won all of the 3 UEFA Champions League games. Bayern Munich, who is really going to bring you guys down even for a day? Do you know the funniest thing? Bayern Munich is not just winning games. The guys are scoring you goals for fun and defending for fun. Bayern Munich don't concede goals again. I'm jealous of these guys. I'm jealous of Bayern Munich. I don't even know the club that is going to slow them down. And what pains me the most is that, though it is something I don't wish for, at the end of the season, when important games will be approaching, like maybe the UEFA Champions League knockout stage, you start seeing some Bayern Munich players picking up injuries and missing important games. Last season, even Inter Milan eliminated Bayern Munich from the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals. It was simply because of injuries. And I believe that Vincent Kompany is going to rest some players in some games. It is not all about the records. It is about the trophies at the end of the day. Remember, a team that defends is going to bring in trophies, and a team that scores goal is winning your games. So Vincent Kompany needs to revise this team. I know they are defending very well and they are attacking very well, but I feel like he needs to start resting some players. There are games where maybe Harry Kane can even start from the bench for the sake of the future, right? I'm saying all of this because I'm jealous. I want to see a team win Bayern Munich even for once. Which month are we? This is October, getting to November, and Bayern Munich is still undefeated. Now, there was a game of Chelsea versus Ajax, 5-1. If you ask me, HT, when was the last time you saw Chelsea Football Club scored 5 goals in the game? I'll carry my hands on my head and look at you like that and tell you I don't know. When was the last time Chelsea won a game 5-0? When was the last time? Was it in 1990 something or 1880 something? Or even before the club was created? Have Chelsea even ever won a game 5-1? My God. Chelsea Football Club. And now, Enzo Maresca is doing something in this club that everyone needs to appreciate him. Did you see the starting 11 of Chelsea? Jamie Gittens started this game. William Estevao started this game. Mark Guihu started this game. These are players that are always coming from the bench. And in this game, Mark Guihu scored. Estevao converted a penalty. Caicedo also scored in this game. Enzo Fernandez also scored in this game. Chelsea, if you guys are going for the UEFA Champions League title, you guys should tell us. Let us give you guys a trophy. Simple. This is the same way you guys started the journey before winning the Conference League. This is the same way you guys started the journey before winning the Club World Cup trophy against Paris Saint-Germain. And you guys are following the same trajectory to the UEFA Champions League. Maybe we are going to see a miracle at the end of the day. Matchday 1 UEFA Champions League, Chelsea suffered a defeat to Bayern Munich. Matchday 2 they won their game against Benfica. Matchday 3 they won their game against Ajax. And Matchday 4 is going to be a game not to miss. You know their next opponent. If you don't know, just ask me down in the comment section. I'm going to tell you. Now, there was the game of Frankfurt versus Liverpool. If I'm being honest with you, this was the most interesting game that took place today. Frankfurt versus Liverpool. Frankfurt scored the first goal in this game. Liverpool came from behind and scored 5 goals. When was the last time Liverpool scored 5 goals in a game? I think that was in 2024. Yes. The last time Liverpool scored 5 goals in a game was in 2024. Since the start of this season, Liverpool have been going like this. The guys have been going like this. And at times we don't even know if it is the coach or the players. And one thing I would like to say in this game, I've been recording videos that everywhere across my social media platforms. And a slot is having a lot of difficulties when it comes to making decisions. Who is Alexander Isak to be starting games ahead of Hugo Ekitike? It is not because Hugo Ekitike scored today. It is simply because the guy has proven to be better than Alexander Isak. You can tell me Alexander Isak is better than Hugo Ekitike when they were back in their clubs before joining Liverpool. Alexander Isak of Newcastle is different from the Alexander Isak of Liverpool. And every Liverpool fan is praying to see the Alexander Isak of Newcastle. But let me tell you guys the truth. Maybe Alexander Isak is already declining. We all saw it during the international break against Kosovo. Kosovo defeated Sweden 2-0. Alexander Isak was the captain in that game. He did not do anything. He did not do anything. And when you take a look at all the games he has played so far this season, just 1 goal for Liverpool in the Carabao Cup against Southampton. 1 assist in the Premier League, and that is all for Alexander Isak. And one good thing also in this game is Florian Wirtz provided 2 assists in this game. Virgil van Dijk scored in this game. Konate scored in this game. Szoboszlai scored in this game. Cody Gakpo scored in this game. And my boy Hugo Ekitike, the one I'm praying to get a starting spot, scored also in this game. And do you know one thing I like about this Hugo Ekitike? Even when he's playing alongside Mohamed Salah, Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, Federico Chiesa, he is the one pressing ahead of all of these guys I've just mentioned. He is the one leaving his position and dropping to the midfield to assist the midfielder, just like Robert Firmino did during his time at Liverpool. And that is the type of player I'm seeing in Hugo Ekitike. And I just believe that Arne Slot is seeing this guy's effort and he is going to compensate him. Hugo Ekitike is giving all. Take a look at the game. They suffered a defeat to Manchester United. The moment Hugo Ekitike came in, he started trying. He shot 2 balls and missed all of them. That is what we want from an attacker. An attacker who is hungry for goals. An attacker who is hungry for shot on target. An attacker who is hungry to drop to the midfield and assist. An attacker who is hungry to press the opponent. And that is who Hugo Ekitike is. And I believe Arne Slot is going to compensate this guy in the next game. Arne Slot, I'm going to come for you if I don't see Hugo Ekitike as a starter in this Liverpool. And now, Real Madrid versus Juventus. This game was the most boring game of the day. Let us not just hype it because it is Real Madrid. How can Real Madrid be playing games like this? They have been winning games quite alright. What have they been playing against bigger teams? Against Marseille, UEFA Champions League match 1. The match was poorly officiated and everything went in favor of Real Madrid. UEFA Champions League match day 2 against Kaira Almaty, they dominated. UEFA Champions League match day 3 against Juventus, Thibaut Courtois was the savior of the day. Forget about the move from Vinicius Junior that contributed to the goal of Jude Bellingham. Thibaut Courtois was the savior of the day. I have to give this guy what he deserves. Why are goalkeepers this underrated? I can just imagine where Real Madrid could have been at this point in time without Thibaut Courtois. I can just imagine. And now, Kylian Mbappe's goal streak has just come to an end. Yes, has just come to an end. And when you take a look at that goal that Jude Bellingham scored, that was the great move from a striker, but he was never a striker in that position. Vinicius Junior took the ball. Jude Bellingham predicted the move of Vinicius Junior, and he made sure he was there. And when Vinicius Junior struck that ball, Jude Bellingham was there even before the defenders, and he converted it into a goal that gave Real Madrid the 3 points, and now they have 3 wins in 3 UEFA Champions League games under Xabi Alonso. And the final game was that of Sporting CP versus Olympique de Marseille. This game was boring. Olympique de Marseille scored the first goal of the game. From nowhere, Sporting CP came and equalized during the 60-something minute. And from nowhere again, the winning goal came. The UEFA Champions League. Missed the UEFA Champions League. Guys, if you have been missing UEFA Champions League games, try and be watching. I'm telling you that when the games are going on at the same time, I cannot focus on one. I'm telling you the truth. I cannot focus on one. I'm jumping from channel to channel, checking what is Real Madrid doing, what is Liverpool doing, what is Chelsea doing, what is Bayern Munich doing, what is Olympique de Marseille doing. That is how I'm watching UEFA Champions League games, and I wish these games were scheduled in such a way that all of them are played not at the same time, like they play one after the other. Maybe they start at 10 a.m. in the morning. After the first game, the second game, third game, fourth game, until the 9th game. When they are mixing all of these things together like this, some of us are too addicted to this football thing. Some of us have passion watching football games. And when they match everything, we don't enjoy them. We are going to miss. Now like this, I'm going to watch some highlights, whereas I was in front of my TV watching game. Anyways, massive congratulations to all the teams that won their games today, and massive kudos to Liverpool for winning their game today. Remember, this game was a game must win for Liverpool, right? So I'm very happy for them. Also happy for somehow happy for Real Madrid for their victory, but I think they can still do better, right? There is always room for improvement. I'm hoping to see a better Real Madrid, a better Liverpool, Bayern Munich is no longer in my list again. The guys are already doing a lot. They are too good. And also Chelsea. I wish you guys all the best. And to those of you who have watched the video right up to this level, I really appreciate, and I am going to appreciate more if you can hit the thumb up to the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are still to subscribe, and most importantly, drop a comment down in the comment section on what you think about these 9 UEFA Champions League games that took place today, and what you think about the UEFA Champions League match day 9 results, and most importantly as well, share the video so 1 to 2 people. See you guys until my next video. Thank you.